Hello, brothers and sisters. This week in the United States, it's the week of Thanksgiving, and I just wanted to say how thankful I am for your guys' diligence and so impressed with you. The way that you handle your lives and going to and doing the schoolwork and your commitment to Christ. You'll have a chance actually this week after you because you're finishing up your argument essay. You're going to be able to do a personal essay. So I'm going to teach you a little bit about that. Maybe some of you can tell some of your stories, and I would love to hear. I know that there are some good ones out there, and I would love to hear something that has been significant in your life. But let's talk about what you need to do this time, and that is the final draft needs to come to me first. You guys finally, yay, got to say what you thought. So hopefully you have a good, clear thesis. Hopefully the peer reviews did well, that you guys enjoyed doing your peer reviews and got some good input from your classmates, and everything is well with that. If you have any questions or problems about that, make sure that you let me know. If you didn't get one or didn't get one to do or something like that, then be sure to let me know. Okay, so that is going to be done, and I should have those graded and back to you on Tuesday, and so hopefully I do. All right. Then you're going to be learning a little bit about pronouns and how to use them. The evaluation is just how much time did you spend on this or that. You know, it's kind of wondering whether the class is set up the way it should be or something. But this is going to be fun. The personal essay overview. A lot of this I think is just going to be an easy time for you. You don't have to do research. You can if you need to, but you don't have to. But there are some really interesting things that you need to do in your personal essay that is going to be really interesting. Okay, so MLA works cited page. If you use something, do it, but you don't have to. You don't have to. If you need to look up something, okay, but you don't. Okay, so this is what you need to keep in mind. It can originate from the writer's own life, or it can come from the writer making observations about life around him or her. It can be more of a personal memoir or a personal essay. Now, you're going to tell a story in it, but this is important. It's written to offer insight into life. It's got to be a story that you learned a lesson from. So it's got to be, you had an insight into life from that. You can make it serious or humorous, either way. It wrestles with complex issues in life. It doesn't offer simplistic answers. You're going to have a really good example of a personal essay in shooting an elephant. It has a very complex things, and even maybe more than one thing we can learn from it. So it's you're going to ask complex questions like, with me it would have been something like, how do I handle maybe rebellion in children? I could tell a story about that. Or I could be something like, how do you handle becoming, for you guys, how do you handle coming back from a mission? Do you have a story about that? How do you handle, like for some of you, having to leave your country because you aren't welcome there anymore or aren't safe there anymore? It could be like that. Or how do you handle having children and having children maybe have the wrong influences in other places, but yet you want them to have the right answers in yours. You pick your story. There could be something, it's got to be something that has maybe been a turning point in your life. You realized something that you hadn't ever known before. So think about that. It's reflective in nature. So you're going to just wonder about reflective. Even when writing about a past experience, the writer is thinking and commenting on the experience as he or her thinks about it today, not how you thought about it then. It's not research-driven essay, however, it may include outside resources if necessary. And if so, use the MLA style to do it. So you're going to have 10 points for the theme, 10 points for the conflict versus crisis. So simple crisis is not good. You've got to have have the whole idea with it. It's got to have a purpose. You've got to have a purpose for telling the story. It would be a crisis if you just told a story, but it is more of a conflict. Yeah, you're going to just be kind of thinking about that. The ladder of abstraction, we're going to talk about that in a minute. You're going to show me things, not tell me. You're going to use the see, touch, taste, hear, smell. You're going to put me in the situation and make me feel like I am there. That's what makes a really good essay with that. It's going to have a good beginning and ending. And then, of course, there's always the points for grammar. So that's what you're going to be concentrating on this week. There will be no assignments due on Thursday or Friday. So because of Thanksgiving in our country, so that will be kind of nice for you. This is a really good video from it. A really good person. Read the article. This is a really good article. Let's. There was something there I wanted to show you. Let me see here. Okay. I'll put it in downloads and open it. So it's right. This is really good, writing a personal essay. And it's talking about an anecdote, which is a story that is connected to an idea. And then the goal is to use an experience as a vehicle to explore a larger theme or question. So it differs from a personal narrative. It's driven by ideas rather than images or stories. But yet the images or stories are there. Okay, they're going to be present. They're going to be, but it's not going to be just them. It's not just a story, although a story usually provides a framework for the ideas. See, the main point is an idea. What did you learn from? What did you learn from this idea, from this thing that happened to you? It's not a sermon, although it may contain profound spiritual insights. So don't make it be preachy. You're gonna maybe put somebody something, but you're gonna do it in a more subtle way. It's not a book report, so it's telling you a lot of things it's not. It's not a research paper. So what you're gonna do is the structure. Pay attention to the structure. You're going to impose meaning on seemingly unconnected events. It's accompanied by creating movement in two directions, horizontally and vertically. So read through that. The first step is select an experience from your life that you can examine and draw meaning from. That's the most important part. And it's usually the beginning and the end of the essay. And then you're going to ask things like, why is it significant to you? Have you had other experiences that are similar in some way? Does it answer philosophical or spiritual questions? And this is very important. How has it influenced your personality or feelings? So that's what you're going to be doing with this. A little bit of introspection maybe as you're going. And then go ahead and read the rest of it. This is what I wanted to show you. It's really, really good. This is showing instead of telling. So read this. It's really funny. Really funny. It's really funny. So that is really cute. I don't know what that has to do with life, but that is showing and not telling. And then this is the difference between showing and telling. You feel like you're in the situation in this one. You don't really in that one. So let's see what else. Conflict rather than crisis. Spell the difference between an ordinary essay and an outstanding one. A crisis is an event, some kind of an emergency. And if you focus on a crisis, you will aim at presenting a resolution. But that's not what you want to do. A conflict is a clash of wills or a difficult moral choice. That's what you're going to be looking at. Not a crisis, then rather a conflict. Okay. Presenting the reader with a conflict will encourage introspection, an exploration of values, or an examination of choices. It engages the reader more than a crisis does. So One temptation that can dilute the force of your essay is to try to do too much. Just focus in on one thing. Focus, focus, focus. All right. So it's yeah. That is what you're going to be doing this time, and that is what is going to be good. All right, let's go. They give you a couple more tips that are really good. You're going to talk about writing in chunks, and that's a really good video to watch. It gives you kind of an idea of how to write your essay. And this one is okay, a little bit more about that, the writing in chunks thing. And you're going to actually send me that and get a grade for it. And then you're going to read Shooting an Elephant, which it isn't an easy essay to read. But it is a very good essay. I have really been impressed with George Orwell's Shooting an Elephant for many, many years. It is very, very good. So anyhow, all right, that takes care of that. I think that it, and then this is the rubric for your annotation. And you're not going to do that, so don't worry about that. All right, that is it, guys. You're going to get started on the really fun, easy part of the semester. And so, like I say, I will try to have your essays graded and back to you Tuesday, I hope. It might be Wednesday morning for me. So I don't know what time it is for you. So back to just how much I appreciate you. I really, really, really do. It is a great pleasure. I can't tell you how much it is a pleasure to be your teacher this semester. And if there is any way that I still can help you succeed, just email me, okay? And you guys have a blessed weekend. Enjoy your Sabbath. Spend some time with your family. Spend some time thanking Heavenly Father for all of the wonderful blessings that you have, including being able to go to school through BYU Idaho, because that is a great blessing that a few years ago people did not have. So enjoy. Take care. God bless.